show's for you, ladies.
Hello, ladies.
How are you doing? These are our calm, soothing radio voices.
Hello there. So, the topic, apparently, was the fact that, because I had yet to even share where my music roots really came. Yeah, I mentioned my father and my mother, but I mean...
You're the one who got me started on heavy metal.
That's true.
I told you I could go on for hours.
It's very true. I am sorry. But, for where I got my love for the Beatles, yes, that one was my father. For where I got my love for Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd definitely got me from my childhood friend, Kipling Bo Corey. Yes, I'm going to call him out now, because whether he likes it or not, he's getting called out on chat. Getting called out on the...
I'm kind of sick of the calm, soothing voices.
What are you talking about? You encouraged me to do it earlier. Now you're disappointed?
I feel like you need to be... Never mind.
Shut up. I very rarely have calm moments and quiet moments. So, just...
So,
But my mother, Eminem, that was the shit. But Eminem was like my teenage years. Was like... Because... I don't know, for a little more insight to who I was, I just was the kid who wanted to fit in, but trying to fit in with the Mormon culture in Utah, and that one was, not exactly a good reason, but at the same time, I feel like my best friendships have been both in and out of church, regardless of who it is. So it's like, no, I can just make friends with a lot of people, regardless.
my best friendships are people that I've made a lot of stupid decisions with. They've kind of had to stick with each other by, and that's why we're friends.
Yeah.
Like, there's no real reason why we're friends. We've just gotten each other out of some sticky situations.
Hey, that's a good friendship, though.
Yeah.
Like, in all reality, that's a good one. My best friend, Kip, he also introduced me to the police, which is where I got that. But I was the kid who found a jig, not really a jig, but found a song in a video game. And I knew right away that it was a string instrument. I didn't know which one it was, but I knew that it was a string instrument. So I was bound and determined to learn this little jig. And
when you say jig, I just imagine a leprechaun dancing.
well, I mean, I'd play it for you, but it's copyrighted.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I can't really, but for those of you who know and have played the game, Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker, Makar's theme, the little leaf guy, his theme, and he had a fiddle, and I kind of learned how to play the violin in junior high. They offered it as a class, and it was like, oh, well, I want to learn.
I took a guitar class in junior high.
I took the guitar class in high school.
It was funny because I took the guitar class, and the book that they used was literally the exact same book that I had used to teach myself like several years before that.
Yep.
So like I basically just easy A, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Show up and do what I've known how to do forever.
Yeah.
So, which is good because I needed more art credits because I got kicked out of art class a lot.
Yeah.
It was just one of those teachers that just didn't like me.
And why didn't he like you, Colton? That's what I want to know. Why didn't he like you, Colton? I know why my teachers didn't like me. I was a little shit.
First of all, it was his own fault.
All right.
For putting me and Jacob next to each other in class.
Actually, yeah, that was not a good recipe.
Jacob.
I knew that even with you guys being in my car, that was not a good idea.
I have my 4 best bros.
Okay.
And that's you.
Oh, thank
Nate,
you.
Jacob, and Josh.
Me, Nate, Jacob, and Josh.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And, yeah. So he put me and Jacob next to each other.
Yeah.
Me and Jacob just naturally play off of each other.
That's not a good
I really wish we could get Jacob on here one of these days. I'm going to try to get Jacob on here. But,
oh, that'll be an interesting show.
He always used to make me sit out in the fucking hallway and do my shit. This teacher did. And it sucked because the teacher that was already in there,
yeah.
She like had a baby like a month into the school year.
Right.
And so it was a substitute for pretty much the rest of the year.
Okay.
And he just didn't like me. Like, even from the get-go, even, like, when we were, like, trying to be good or whatever before we got comfortable with him, and kids were kind of being good, like, he just didn't like me. You know, I got my shit done. Like, yeah, I was loud and I was an asshole, but I got my shit done. I don't know what it was. I always had to sit in the hallway. And it was always me, even if I wasn't being the loudest, even if Jacob was being just a loud, obnoxious asshole. We tested this theory. Jacob, I sat there being pretty much silent. And Jacob was being a loud, obnoxious asshole. And I had to be sitting in the fucking hallway. So you know what I started doing?
What did you do?
I started leaving the fucking hallway. Started, like, going and fucking around. And then when class was about over, I'd go back and sit down because I knew he was going to come back and check on me. And I never got caught.
All right. Like a boss. That's some shit right there.
Did you ever have a teacher that just didn't like you? No, I feel like you were like a teacher's pet.
Oh, God, no. So, that depends on which teachers you ask. So, I know my 2nd grade teacher didn't like me. I know my 5th grade teacher didn't like me. My 6th grade teacher said that she only tolerated me because my sister was such a gem. So, she had hope for me.
Well,
and then when it came to like
wasted.
junior high and high school, there was a science teacher. He did not like me. And he had the funniest last name. And it was...
What was his last name?
Stokes.
Stokes? Why is that funny?
Because it kind of sounds like strokes.
Crickets.
Yeah, exactly.
It was anticlimactical.
I don't know. At the time of like being a teenager and everything, like anything perverted was funny. Now that I'm an adult, it's like...
Oh, you want to know a funny last name?
Oh, God.
Buttkiss.
Well...
Buttkiss is a funny last
name. You can't run away from that. That one's like... Why the fuck do you even have that name? Like, go change it to Johnson or Smith.
Johnson's even worse.
Or, like... But, I mean, at least you can get away with Johnson. Or Johnston. Like...
Johnston?
I don't know. There's many ways of doing it. But I know there were a few teachers that very much tolerated me, and I was a little shit and didn't really want to do my part. So I'll be honest. So from like 2nd grade, actually, yeah, 2nd grade up until like junior high, like 7th, 8th grade of junior high, I was actually on Ritalin and Adderall.
Meth.
Basically. Prescribed meth. It was a thing.
So, sorry to interrupt you here, but I did want to talk about something for a second.
Sorry, I did go on a tangent there.
Somebody told me
okay.
that they were basically criticizing that I had a GoFundMe page for the for the podcast.
Why?
Saying that we don't do any work and we don't need money. And my thing is like, no, we don't need money. We can sit here and talk for free for 15 minutes every day.
Oh, absolutely.
But in order to make it better, yes, we do need money. Neither one of us really have the spare money right now to buy new equipment or better subscriptions on this thing. We can do 3-hour-long shows on this thing without interruption.
I mean, I'd love to get some omnidirectional microphones where, like, you and I have our own individual microphones. Like,
Yeah.
or, you know.
Something, but
I don't know.
we're not just begging to get paid. We're not trying to get paid. We're trying to make this better and
For you guys.
Yeah.
The listeners.
better, because that's the first order of business is like a better subscription on this page here, because we can get some better features. We can broadcast Spotify, iHeartRadio.
Yeah. I mean, any little bit helps. We're not asking for a handout. Like,
No.
it's... But it is to help us out.
Although if you want to buy me a pack of smokes and a drink, I won't say no. All right, but we're running out of time, so we're going to do our song of the day real quick.
Oh boy. What is your song of the day, sir?
My song of the day, Evelyn by Volbeat. Because I listened to it earlier, and it's good.
All right.
Ooh.
Fair enough.
Sorry. What was your song today?
Mine is A Day in the Life by the Beatles.
Nice.
A little throwback. Throwback Thursday's not here yet, but
Throwback Thursday. Alright, guys. Well, we're running out of time and things to talk about and energy for that part. We've gone through 3 cups of coffee and I'm ready to go to sleep.
yeah.
But we'll probably do an earlier show tomorrow.
Why not?
Sometime during the afternoon. We're both free tomorrow.
Nothing's going on.
Afternoonish. So, yeah, we'll do a little bit earlier show tomorrow. Maybe do a little bit of a special because I've got a lot of things on my mind to talk about. My mind is just an endless pit of stupid shit. So, yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
Have fun.
Well, we won't see you, and you won't see us either. We'll hear you. You'll hear us tomorrow, and we won't hear you.
Hear us tomorrow. There you go.
Show us your titties.